It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the 76ers in Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
And you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not only that, Kenny, he also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height, and he has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Washington Wizards are ready for this thing to get started. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And now Washington's starting group. Parker out there with cool hands. Then there's Batum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Diaw in at the 4 spot.
First, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
They grabbed their own miss. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws with the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. Free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Shooting for Philadelphia. And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. He's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. So different than when he was new to the league.
And that one falls for Diaw. Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. We've seen him do Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
The Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Here's Batum, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Batum passes to Diaw. Goes up the baseline. The shot no good. Great D that time from Green.
Well, when you look at the 76ers, it's no surprise that they have empty seats. They ended up 12 and 29 at home, which wasn't the worst mark in the NBA, but it was tied for second worst.
Now, here's Batum, following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day. And Philadelphia just, at times, hard to watch, even at home. They had the worst home field goal percentage in the entire league. Hard to get the crowd into it if you are clanking it on the rim every trip down.
Well, now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Randy Whitman. Doris?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Parker, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins, and the basket by Diaw.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Back to Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
They get Boris Diaw.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself. This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. And here is Durant following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. Here's Cousins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
T. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in. And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
And so it's Washington with it, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Batum against Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Now, here is Irving. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's DeColo. Pass to Laverne. Just 3 on the clock. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
We've got Green. Klay Thompson is out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Cousins, and at the 5. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding. Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships, at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA. Tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Diaw, the screen. Now here's Parker. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The 76ers leading by 17. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high-percentage looks right at the 10. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. So it's the Wizards now, and stolen by Jordan. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Wizards trail by 20. Outside Batum. Diaw. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Lowry inside the line. Here's Anthony. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Anthony's got his first 2 points of the night. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Philadelphia leading by 18. George dishes to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Lowry drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And the basket good. 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution for the Wizards.
Coolhand's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Lowry kicks to Anthony. This one for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
The Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Substitution for the Wizards. Laverne. J-Laval.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's DeColo. Can they get it? He got it! That is 1 fail! And through the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 2 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just...
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Kevin. Durant has been getting it done. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Batum is out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Coolhands. Then there's Parker. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Outside Anthony. There's the triple. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jordan. And it's 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
DeRozan against Batum. Diaw can't hit.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
For George to be eager to go back and represent the U.S. in international play is a brave move.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, a lot of it might be that he just wants to put that in the past and move on. And sometimes you do that best by confronting things head on. The only way to have that be the past is to keep playing for his country.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And that one's good. Parker.
For 3.
The 76ers leading by 23. To the paint. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Diaw. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. And Washington put together a good season against the East last year. Ended up with that 46-36 record, with 30 of those wins coming against the rest of the conference.
76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Parker with it. Butler covering. Batum wide open. He fires. Batum with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Durant. Gobert with the defensive effort. Parker against Butler. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Passes to Cool Hands. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Tries it from 19. The shot misses. Nice D from Cousins. Butler passes to Cousins. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Butler kicks to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from 3. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Cool Hands got his second bucket tonight.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Getting back to Jimmy Butler's shooting, he looks fantastic with his form now. He's worked so much on his mechanics, as you know, Greg. So much dedication, and that hard work has really begun to pay off.
And you know what? Jimmy Butler should serve as an example for so many young players of what can be accomplished with the tremendous work ethic. I mean, this is a guy that shot the ball well from behind the arc, 83% from the free throw line. And you wonder, given this young man's fortitude, just how much higher those percentages go and how much better he can become.
Good. And that's 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Ertel, covered by Irving. Pass to Ertel. With 1 on the clock, can't get it to fall.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Philadelphia has gotten all but one of their three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Anthony is out there with Jordan. Then there's Lowry. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Barnes. And at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Wizards shooting 43% from the field. DeColo passes to Ertl. Wizards passing it around. And DeColo kicks to Laverne. The shot misses. Anthony with the defensive effort. Three-pointer. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5. The dish to DeColo. Anthony with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Ertl while recovering. Ertl, the pass to DeColo. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. And another miss by Washington. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The 76ers with another miss. Barnes kicks to Anthony. Another shot. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Anthony. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now the pass to DeColo. And he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Ertl while recovering. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gelaball. Hits the three-point bomb.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Rosen dishes to Jordan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Anthony, and it's Jimmy Butler coming in for DeMar DeRozan. To the middle, it's tipped. In transition, here come the Wizards. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Three-pointer, Butler, and it's good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Uncovered. DeColo can't get it to go.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket, and they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Thompson. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Barnes can't get it to go. So it's the Wizards now. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And that one's good, Barnes.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
That's good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here's Butler. And it's DeColo with the rebound. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.